Hello, my name is Islam Al-Deeb and I am a doctoral researcher at the Central for Virus Communications, University of Oulu, Finland. In this video, I'm presenting our recent work that was published in the Internet of Things journal, which is traffic prediction and fast uplink for hidden Markov IoT models. We motivate our work by assuming that we have a scenario where there are a vehicle and a person in a road, and there are multiple sensors that detect, for example, the speed alarm of the vehicle, and there is a motion detector, there is a human detector, there is other multiple sensors that are communicating with a nearby base station. And as we can see that these sensors are these vehicles are assumed as an autonomous vehicle, and it is very important to have a very low latency communication between these sensors and the base station, and between the base station and the vehicle. And this motivates the need to predict the traffic and predict when exactly these sensors can be active in order to maintain the needed resources for these sensors without superior communication from the sensor's side. We model this simple scenario as a Markovian arrival of events. These events affect the devices or the sensors to be active. So we assume a background events that can be active or inactive, off or on states. And if it is in on state, there is a certain probability that this event affects all the nearby devices by certain probabilities. And if this device is active, it will communicate with the base station. What we need to do is to predict or forecast the traffic of these devices, when it will be active and when it will be silent, depending on the barrier probabilities. We use the forward algorithm to forecast the traffic or predict the set of active devices, the most likely activation pattern of the devices at each time instant. And moreover, we have a trade-off between something called the age of information, which is the waiting time of the devices to get a resource, and the regret, which is the number of resources that are wasted on an inactive device while there is an active device that doesn't have any resources. And we use the scheduling algorithm with a certain parameter called beta that controls the trade-off between the age and the regret. As we can see, depending on the beta parameter, as we increase the beta parameter, or decrease the beta parameter, we control the regret and the AOI, and as we increase the age of information, we decrease the regret, and vice versa. In addition, we use the Baum-Welch algorithm to forecast or to estimate the hyperparameters of the model, which are the activation probabilities of the states and of the devices. And we use an online learning algorithm based on this Baum-Welch algorithm to schedule and allocate the resources for these devices. Here we plot the regret and the average age of information over the time slots, and as we can see, the proposed fast uplink feedback has good results in terms of regret and almost approach the gene-aided case, and outperforms the baseline models like the grant-free and the TDMA. On the other hand, the age of information is slightly higher in the case of the proposed fast uplink feedback, and in order to enhance the age of information, we increase the beta parameter or the age parameter, where we have almost the optimum age of information, which is approaching the TDMA case, and also the regret is still outperforming the baseline models. Here we present an overall comparison between all the schemes, and we can see in terms of regret, the fast uplink feedback has the best regret, and it is very close to the gene-aided case. where the online learning algorithm based on the Baum-Welch algorithm also has a very good great results and outperforms the TDMA. For the age of information, of course, the TDMA is the optimum case, and when we apply the beta parameter to enhance the age, we have a very close results to the TDMA in case of the fast uplink feedback or the online learning algorithm as well. And finally, the system usage reflects what is the percentage of the resources that is used successfully for the active devices, and also the proposed algorithm outperforms the baseline models. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact me on my email, and thank you for your listening.